What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Showstopper, man, back to bring you another video. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a third episode of Real Talk with your boy Show, man. This is some things that I just want to address, and that I see is going on in this YouTube community that I just think it's just it's a little weird, man. It's a little strange. You got we go through different eras when it comes to this. When you see trends and stuff pick up on YouTube. We went through the arguing era, people arguing back and forth and fighting, and then it went from that era to a whole nother movement where, people making up rules of what makes a gaming community. We went through that trash. Then it came back that, all these rules and stuff, that stuff didn't work. Now we at this exposing era, where you're trying to find frauds and all this other little stuff. And people are scratching their head because they went through all these channels to try to find ways to stop other people from growing. And I said this before in one of my videos that this whole YouTube community thing that people are trying to talk like if it's this glamorous thing, this whole thing is all about shared space. That's all it's about. When you see people hating on other people, it's shared space. I don't hear my small way. Never started it, but dang it, I sure enough finished it. You know what I'm saying? And you only get one shot at your boy Show, man. I'm not with the back and forth. I just don't do the back and forth. So anybody that I come at is just the one time to let you know, just flex my muscle a little bit and then I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? And depending on how hard you come at me, depending on how hard I'm gonna come at you. But that's if I decide to do it. It's been people that said things about me in the past and I never even paid it no mind. It was just no need. So, you see little things like that. Where people attack other YouTubers, and I was sitting here watching. I was like, man, they attack Stone Fox at all people. I'm like, wow, Stone Fox, really? And they attack my man Stone Fox. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't agree with everything Stone Fox do, but there's certain things that I like that he do. I like his timing in his videos. And I like the content the overall content that he puts out. It has nothing to do with him being this ultimate gamer. And I think a lot of people that's going around trying to make the community about what they wanted to make it about think that at the core, you have to be this ultimate gamer at the end of the day. Never been about that. I'm going to let everybody in on a little secret newsflash. It's not about how good you play games. Games is part of the core, but it's not the begin all and end all. A reason why people come and watch other folks. Some people come and watch other folks just because of their delivery and how they articulate and put their opinions together. You know what I'm saying? And display it. It's that delivery is clean. And people like that. For different reasons. And I'm going to give you a prime example for some of you naysayers. Like, no, it's about gaming at the end of the day. You just hang with them frauds. Because somebody listening is going there. Let me tell you something. You got different, the analysts, like, commentators like Stephen A. Smith, Jim Rome, Mike and Mike in the morning. People tune into them and they talk about sports. Sports is at the core, like it's part of the core or the reason why a lot of people come to them, but they come to them for their personalities. Each one of them is different. They all talk about sports, but their delivery is different. Each one of them. And that's what draws people to their stations and tune in to them to watch them, because they want to see what they're gonna say next. It has nothing really. 9 times out of 10, sports is just part of it. It's just to keep the conversation going, but it's the extra stuff, the delivery. Reason why a lot of people tune into that. It's the same here in gaming on YouTube, man. It has nothing. And I see people sitting here like, we don't expose all these frauds. We don't show y'all they was fake gamers. We don't show y'all we wasted all this dang on energy, and you still dumb to the fact that it has nothing to do with gaming at the end of the day. Nothing. Man, I only been in this thing for a year and some change, and I picked up on it from get-go. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that. I've been sitting here saying this every time I see everybody attack Zaire. I see a lot of people attack Zaire. And I watched it, and it never changed nothing about his channel at all. Nothing. You know why? Because people like his delivery. They like what he's going to say. They like how he's going to say it. He delivers it. I'm seeing people now starting to, they attacking One Stop. He's a prime example that it ain't that One Stop this dang on ultimate gamer. He don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? People come and watch him because of his personality. They love seeing him go off. Man, forget an Xbox. Where are these twats at? Where are these twats? They come and watch that trash. It's his delivery. You know what I'm saying? Hating, loving, whatever. People like how he delivers it, and he talks about things that matters to his subscriber base. Whatever he talk about, he's catering to his subscriber base. Whatever Zaire is talking about, he's catering to his subscriber base. It's going to be people that like what he say. It's going to be people that hate what he say. That's the whole point, to get people talking. People like some things I say. People hate certain things I say. I'm been called all kind of stuff. But it don't matter. At the end of the day, you got people talking. You know what I call that? I call that a lively channel. That person's doing good. That person figured out what it takes to get people to talk, to get gamers to communicate, to go back and forth, to argue. That's what this whole console war is all about, everybody. It's not about whose console is the best. It's just getting gamers to communicate with each other outside of the console thing. Man, you can't even tell me how many people that became friends all based off of that, man. You know what I'm saying? You cannot tell me that you didn't meet people based off this console war. If it wasn't for this console war, with the people that you are associated with right now, would they even be in your dang on life? If you can sit here and say no, then all right then. You know, so it's a lot that goes on into this, man. It's just to get people to communicate. That's all it's about. People make it about all this life and death stuff. I enjoy the back and forth. It's funny to me. It's fun. It's funny. The stuff people come up with, man, I done seen some crazy comments from the Sony camp, you know what I'm saying, and from the Xbox camp too, man. You know, I was seeing some weird stuff, man, where people get caught up in it, and I see what y'all talk about, where it said the console war could be a problem, but it's not the issue. The issue is people worrying about what other people doing on their dang on channel, man. That's the issue. What's going on YouTube? You know, that's it. You know, because they thinking at the end of the day, their mindset is you have to be this. You know, I mean, I don't see people trying to establish rules to this, and that failed. You know, they went through disposing of crap, and it was like, oh, look at him, he's using other. I mean, but before all that, wasn't no rules to this. It wasn't no rules until y'all made it sound like it was just a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? And then it still didn't do anything. It didn't do a thing. That boy growing more faster now than he was when you start doing this exposing thing. certain things only last for a season. That's a lot of wasted energy. That's a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's where I'm at with that. You know, you see these guys wanting the people's ear. They want to do things and try to make it seem like, you know, they better because they this ultimate gamer. Don't nobody care about you being no dang on ultimate gamer. They only care about how you deliver it. You know, that's why people come and watch other folks. It's because of their delivery. I gave you examples like with Jim Rome, Mike and Mike in the Morning, and, you know, Stephen A. You know, that's my dude, man. I watch Stephen A. because I know Stephen A. gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Mike and Mike, they got that good tandem. They bounce off each other very well. Rome is arrogant. You know what I'm saying? You watch for the differences in opinion, and sometimes they make you mad with their opinion. Sometimes they make you happy with their opinion. But you know what? You still watch them. You know what I'm saying? You got people on here, man, thinking it's all about being this ultimate gamer, man. Ain't nobody got that much time in the world. Man, I'm at football games and all kind of little stuff with my kids, and I still find the time to game. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 3-4 hours a day, I still find the time to do it. You know, and that's why I don't really appear online too much, is because it's people here in my own city, you know what I'm saying, that I go to work with, that I've been gaming with for a long time, that every time I get into a party with them, you got people joining the party, and they, you know what I'm saying, they come in there and they be like, oh man, chill, what's up, chill. I mean, sometimes we gotta take a day off, fellas, you know what I'm saying, hoof clicking, bro, hoof clicking. And the people I've been gaming with, man, they don't want to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, what is hoof, you know, hoof clicking, so, you know, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we just got to take a day off. But that's what it's all about, man. It's just shared space. People are feeling some type of way because they feel like they should be better, or they are better than other YouTubers. And you got people walking around here like they stank females, man. Some of the stuff I be listening to, I be like, God, man, that's how females talk, man. I thought we was dealing with men here, man, talking about one another and doing all this other trash. Y'all be sounding like this, like, look at them over there. Big game and small talk, huh? All of them some fries. All of them some fries. I sound like some dang on hens, man. Stop it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. At the end of the day, people watch other folks because of how they deliver their opinion. They like their style. Next gen, you don't know what next gen gonna do or say. You don't know what you're gonna see when you go to this channel. You know, that's what's entertaining about it. You know what I'm saying? He do things that he catered to his fan base. You know, I heard this too. I see a lot of YouTubers when they start off, and everybody's guilty of this just about. You know, when they start off and they get their first 100 and they do that video, they thankful for their first 100, ain't they? They're like, oh my goodness, 100 subscribers. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, y'all did my heart proud. We gonna do my first 100. I'm gonna do videos as if all I have is this 100 subscribers, bro. They get that speech. They were like, man, I don't care if I go to, you know, I don't care if I ever grow again, but if I keep my 100. But then they start growing and people start coming, they get the big head. That stuff go right out the window, don't it? You know, now they hating on other. I ain't growing fast. No. You know, I ain't growing like I think I should, and it's their fault. No, the only fault for you not growing is yours. Worry about the content that you are putting out to the people that subscribe to you. Sometimes you got to go back and do your first works over. You got to remember when you was hustling and when you was trying to grind and get that dang on 100. The content you was putting out to make them subscribe that fast. You got to go back and remember that if you want to grow. You know what I'm saying? I still do videos as if It's my first video all the time. You know why? Because that first 100 matters to me. I never shortchange. Can't nobody sit here and say I have off days when I'm not as funny, but I put it in. You know what I'm saying? Same content, bro. The show is still doing show. You know, and I'm growing. You know, because there's other people that likes that type of stuff, man. Find your lane. What happens to that? Find what works for you and then do that. Gaming is not the end all and the begin all, the end all. It's part of it. But people come and subscribe because based off your personality. They come and hear how your opinions. That's what matters. You got to talk about the subjects that matters to people, what they're into. It's people that's into sales. It's people that's into what's that? This little console war stuff. It's people that's into controllers and all this other little, gigaflops and all this other little trash that you got to talk about, man, because that's what they're into. You got different people that's into different things. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be this one particular thing and think you're going to get the subscribers that you want. You gotta be everything. You gotta make sure you understand what's going on out there. And talk about those things. However how you deliver that bad baby. Huh? Hey man, I've been going on long enough, man. Dang, this video is long. I'm on here doing a Blaze in Phoenix. Shout out to my boy Blaze. Y'all go subscribe to Blaze. Blaze do a half an hour podcast, boy, by himself. He got a show going on. But that's my little bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go subscribe to Blaze in Phoenix, man. You know, and Ghost Rider and my man Iron Wolf. Go subscribe to them, man. There's some good dudes. So that's all I got, man. I'll probably do a part 2 of this, man, because that's a lot I got to say. I just don't talk a whole lot. But that's all I got, man. It's your boy Showstopper, and I'm out. Peace.